What are you doing with that dart, James?
I was noticing that it kind of looks like a finger, or I don't know. I'm not sure. It's just a Nerf dart. It's not real.
I thought you were going to try to jam it into my eye or something. I'm like, James, that probably is not going to be...
I mean, even if I did, let's be honest, is that big of a deal?
No, that's what I was going to say. James, it's really not going to do much.
Oh!
GameFront!
Update!
GameFront!
Update!
GameFront update.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Pretty good, not bad.
I was inspired to say GameFront with you in the first part, and I thought maybe that you would join me in the update part for the second part. No,
not going to happen. You know what? I don't like saying update.
You don't?
Update.
It does kind of sound like you're throwing up, but I get into it. I feel like I own it.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Thank you.
You can own it from now on if you want.
Thank you. But then again, this week cannot compare to last week's GameFront update opening. I'm
not going to sing it again.
No, we shouldn't. It was good. It was in the moment. I was surprised, but it was beautiful.
So what's going on this week, James?
Well, I think the biggest thing that was going on this week was the GDC. And the
Game Developer Conference?
Yeah, the Game Developer Conference, and there's some awards. And we're going to, today, talk about some of the awards that were given out.
So let's just go over it. Game of the Year, Journey. Innovation Award, Journey. Best Audio, Journey. What was it? What else is it? Best Downloadable Game, Journey. Best Game Design, Journey. Best Visual Arts, Journey. God, Journey.
You know...
Everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I did not like Journey. I'm sorry.
You didn't like it?
Okay. Let me calm down.
Cool it. You're just upset.
I was going through and I was getting a little frustrated of all the Journey wins there. I did like Journey.
Yeah.
But I just cannot get behind a game that is 2 hours long, costs $15, and the experience of Journey was great. I felt, it really moved me. I was very satisfied with the game, but once I played it once, I was kind of done with it. I didn't really care about it after that, and
yeah, I didn't either. It certainly wouldn't have won the replay value in my book award, but at the same time, here's the way I'm looking at it, and I might be completely wrong. Do you know how the judges work? Like, is the same the same panel of judges judging all the categories, or is it done by people in the industry? Do you know how the judges work?
I think Game Developers Conference is actually an award, or the awards for the Game Developers Conference is an award picked by game developers, obviously.
Yeah, well, it can't be audience because there is an audience award.
Yeah, I think the GDCs are kind of like because there's only the VGAs as like a big all-encompassing award ceremony. The GDC is kind of like the Oscars for video games.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, but what I'm hoping is the thing, because if you're sitting down and you're like on a panel of 5 people, and those 5 people are like, well, let's give Journey this and Journey this and the Journey this. Now it doesn't feel like it deserves it. But if all of these panels are different and they're taking people that are experts in audio, and those people are judging it, and they're like independently as a thought process on audio, I think Journey wins. Then I can see how this happens. But I feel like I find it hard to believe that it won so many things. I enjoyed Journey. I played it through once. Will probably never play it again. It looked great. It was cool. But I thought it was about as innovative as Flower, which was a very innovative game and a lot of fun. But it's not something that I think that should sweep the year's game awards. Mm-hmm. I think there was a lot of games this year that deserved some recognition. That, like Faster Than Light, it won best debut. That game was really good. I felt
well, to be clear, the developers won best debut. The game, obviously, you can't.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. The developers won game.
Subset games.
Yeah. And I thought that was a really good game. I thought it deserved a little bit more cred. What did it deserve? Probably not best audio. It was very 8-bit.
Actually, I thought the audio of Faster Than Light was fantastic.
I liked it. I just don't know if I would give it an award for the audio. I liked a lot of parts of it. I think that... I don't know. What other games do you think could have competed? Like, what do you think had better audio than Journey this year?
Hotline Miami.
Hotline Miami?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hotline Miami is the winner of best audio for 2012.
How so?
Just it just
Is it the soundtrack or all
the soundtrack? It's the soundtrack. It's one of the most unique sounding games I've ever heard, and it just has a very cool sound that goes perfectly with the style of game that it is.
Yeah, I thought it had great sound. I don't particularly have like one that I think should have had the best audio. But what about Game of the Year? What do you think deserved Game of the Year?
Well, if we go back to, I actually have a Game of the Year set of videos on my personal channel. I personally, and this is probably going to get me some hate, I thought Halo 4 was the Game of the Year for 2012.
Okay, it probably will get you some hate, but I'll defend you on it. I don't particularly like Halo 4.
I'm not saying that because I think Halo 4 was the most forward-thinking Game of the Year, or the one that will advance the game industry forward. I think I had the most fun with it in 2012. That being said, I think The Walking Dead also is a worthy contender for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I think hands down it has the best story of any game of 2012.
And it did win an award for story, didn't it?
Yeah, it got best narrative.
It got best narrative. I thought it deserved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we also had. So I think that the best game that I played this year, and I don't know if I'll get hate or not. Last year, I'm sorry. I really, really liked Hitman Absolution. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that just didn't enjoy it that much. Maybe it was because I had never played a Hitman game, so that whole world to me of like being an assassin was really cool. But yeah, I really had a lot of fun with that game.
I had a rage moment on Twitter because I noticed in Game Trailer's Game of the Year 2012, they listed Hitman Absolution as the most disappointing game
What?
2012. And I just thought that was crazy.
What do you think the most disappointing was?
Easily Diablo 3.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but yeah, Diablo 3 was a huge disappointment. But yeah, and then one that confused me, and I don't know if you're going to be able to shed light on it, was the Best Technology Award to Far Cry 3. I don't know how they got the Best Technology Award.
Sit right there. Far Cry 3 is a very technically impressive game, James. It's a humongous open world. It's, obviously beautiful. There's a lot of really interesting technology going on with the shadows and, dynamic shadows with the sun, casting light over the trees. There's a lot of really cool technology going into Far Cry 3. I don't think it's the best looking game. I actually thought, did Crysis 3 come out? Crysis 3 came out this year.
Yeah, so that didn't
you know what?
That.
I think Journey actually is a better artistically looking game than Far Cry 3.
Are you telling me that you think that Journey should have gotten Best Technology now?
No. I said artistically.
Okay.
I think technologically.
Oh, okay. I'm
Far
with
Cry
you now.
3
I'm
is
sorry.
more impressive. There's a difference between having impressive graphics on a technical level and having impressive graphics on an artistic level. Metroid Prime, I think, is one of the best looking games, artistically that I've ever played.
Really? I can't say that it's not because I've never played it, but it's not something I'd expect to hear.
Yeah.
Metroid does not seem like an artistic game to me.
Yeah, even scratch that, because something that's more recent that I can say that for, BioShock Infinite is artistically one of the best looking games I've ever played.
But you don't think technically it's the best looking?
No, because there's a lot of texture drawing, there's a lot of, some little itty bitty things that are
technically not savvy, but artistically they had a really great vision.
Exactly.
Yeah, I honestly, I've been playing it on PC, so I don't know if that's a problem with the console.
That's not to say that BioShock Infinite is not technically impressive as well, because it is, but I think the artistic vision of it stands higher.
Yeah. But overall, I don't know. I feel like Journey got more awards than it deserved. I enjoyed it, but I kind of walked away from that feeling kind of like I do sometimes when in the Oscars one movie just wins everything. I don't like that, and to change people's votes or however it works, I don't like that either. So if this is done by people that are experts and truly believe these things, then I guess I stand behind it. But it just seems so bizarre that a game that came out early last January that was easily forgotten by everyone.
Did it come out last January?
Oh yeah, it came out really early in the year. It might have been February, but it was it feels like I thought it was December of last year.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me take a look at exactly what Journey won here, because it did deserve to win a lot of these awards. I made a big stink about it just because it won so many. But Game of the Year, no, I don't think it deserved. Innovation, I don't think it deserved. Actually, I think Mark of the Ninja was a very innovative game, and I think it needed a lot more respect for bringing the stealth genre into a 2D realm. Like, a couple of other games have tried it, but this made it seem like, why hasn't anyone done this before? Mm-hmm. It was like a perfect fit.
I have not played that game. But I actually, it's on the list, Faster Than Light. I thought that deserved it because it was... My problem with Faster Than Light is that there's not enough scenarios, and if you play it as many times, there's a huge replay value in it. But the more you play it, the less spontaneous it seems. And I feel like the developers should be putting out updates to it to just change it. I mean, you can come up with 1,000 things that can happen in space. It just needs a new text box, no new graphics or anything. But yeah, I do believe that deserved the Innovation Award more so than Journey.
Yeah.
The best part about Journey's innovation was this world that you don't really get a story about, and you get connected with somebody randomly, and together you share this journey.
Yeah,
that was innovative, but it wasn't enough. You know, I feel like that's the same thing that was happening in old video games where you couldn't really find servers and stuff. You just randomly hook up with people.
I don't think it's exactly like that.
No, but it's not that big of a stretch. Like, I remember playing Resident Evil, and you'd go through that game. Now at this point, I'm just an idiot. I should stop talking.
Okay, so I don't think it should have won Best Audio, but I think you can make a case for Best Audio, so I'm not going to get too upset about that. Best Downloadable Game, again, I think it went to Walking Dead.
Well, at this point in time, almost everything's downloadable. I don't see how how it won that.
Best Game Design. Well, when they say Best Downloadable Game, they mean game that you can only get from downloading.
Yeah, I guess that is true. But there's so many games that
yeah, I mean, most games have Day One Digital now, where you can buy it the day it releases, download it, and some even on Steam you can preload it. So as soon as it unlocks at midnight, you can play it right there. Best Game Design, again. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too mad about that. I don't agree with it. But best visual arts, I can definitely see going to Journey.
Yeah, I would give it visual arts. It was very artistic.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the Game Developers Choice Awards and why we think they're wrong.
Yeah. How much effect do you think the Game Developer Awards have on the industry? Do people look at this and then this is what they're going to emulate?
No, I think the GDCs are mostly about being amongst your peers and gaining recognition and the satisfaction you would get of getting the acceptance of your peers.
Especially from your peers.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think it's like, a Metacritic thing where if you get a GDC award, everyone gets a bonus.
Yeah, I guess not, but it is it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess that's all we have to say about that. I do want to bring back up, we're entering the last week for your opportunity to earn yourself a headset. Ear Force, Turtle Beach, and these guys, let me just go through a couple of these amazing things that you get. It's got Dolby Digital Surround Sound. It's got comfortable ear foam, do they call it noise canceling? Noise isolating. They look so stylish on you. You can customize the audio through the AES, which I have been messing with and enjoying. And you can have it hooked up to your phone at the same time that you're playing games, so you don't have to go pick up a phone, pause the game. You can just get it streamed right into your headset. Your headset. So, that being said, the way that you can be eligible to earn this is putting a picture on our Facebook page, which is gamefront.com, or GameFront, on Facebook, and of the worst gaming setup ever. There are some pretty good competitive ones. I think that my favorite at this point in time is the milk carton PC. I'm sorry for whoever's that is. That's bad.
I wouldn't be sorry. I would say that's a very very price conscious or a way of saving money. It's
Who needs
impressive.
a tower when you have milk crates? That's a pretty good one. But yeah, put that on Facebook. If you don't have the ability to do that because you're against Facebook or whatever reason, you can go ahead and try to win our hearts with comments in YouTube. Or we also have the ability for you can do a video response to the original, or even this one. We'll look at it.
Or you can reach out. I've had someone reach out to me on Twitter. Our Twitter accounts are GameFront Mitch, the real James Heaney.
The Heen.
Oh, the Heen, yeah.
Yeah, but don't come to my house anymore. It's awkward, especially the hours that people are showing up at my house showing me these things. So that's off limits now. Is it off limits for you too?
Well, I was gonna say, is it off limits for me to come to your house with my pictures of my worst gaming setup and sliding them under your door?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's gotten weird.
Yeah.
It's gotten weird. Any notes under the door just seems like it's too far.
Even ones that say check the back door.
Yeah, check the back door, and then when I open it, there you are, with a picture. Boom. All right, so that's all I have to say. Anything else for you?
Well, no, not really. Check out our BioShock Infinite walkthrough. We're pretty much going into a slow period of video game releases, so you're probably not going to see the abundance of videos on the walkthrough channel that that we've had recently. And if you are not subscribed to our walkthrough channel, what is taking you so long? Please subscribe to our walkthrough channel at GameFront Walkthrough, and you'll be able to see BioShock Infinite, Gears of War Judgment. I think the next big release that we're going to be doing is probably going to be Injustice.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm really excited. I assume you're going to be covering that because...
Oh, you know, we'll see. I feel bad, James. I've taken a lot of the really good games recently. I mean, you've had Alien Colonial Marines, which you actually think is not that bad.
I don't know how... the only reason it didn't sweep the boards like Journey is because it was a couple months too late. But next time, this time of year, we're going to be like, ugh, how can Alien Colonial Marines get so many awards in the GDC?
Right. All right, well, what do you say we end this video?
All right, let's do it.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like,
comment,
and subscribe.
No, he doesn't throw.
Ah, I see what you mean.
I don't. I have no idea what either of you are talking about. I hope it makes sense later. Something about why are they putting so much emphasis on rowing? Alright. Bye, guys. Creepy ass couple. It all begins with a lighthouse.